The episode picks up after the last season, with Gi-hun discovering a tracker hidden behind his ear and removing it. Meanwhile, Jun-ho wakes from his coma after surviving the shooting. 2 years later, Gi-hun lives in an abandoned motel and hires loan sharks to help him track the recruiter, while Jun-ho searches for the game's island with the help of a fisherman. After a long search, Gi-hun's men finally spot the recruiter playing dokshi at a station, confirming Gi-hun's story. Mr. Kim and Woo-seok follow the recruiter, who gives bread or lottery cards to homeless people as a cruel experiment. When Gi-hun rushes to reach them, he's delayed by police, including Jun-ho. Meanwhile, Kim and Woo-seok confront the recruiter, but are easily defeated. He forces them into a deadly rock-paper-scissors game combined with Russian roulette. After several tense rounds, Kim sacrifices himself to save Woo-seok, who survives and is forced to reveal everything to the recruiter. Jun-ho investigates Gi-hun's allies and uncovers weapons and the deed to Gi-hun's motel. Meanwhile, Gi-hun returns to the motel and finds the recruiter waiting for him. The recruiter mocks Gi-hun, revealing he was once a pink soldier who rose in rank after killing his own father during the games. He challenges Gi-hun to a rigged game of Russian roulette. After a tense standoff, Gi-hun calls out the recruiter's loyalty to the showrunners, leading the recruiter to take the final deadly shot on himself. Hearing a gunshot, Jun-ho enters Gi-hun's motel and finds a bound Woo-seok, who tells him where Gi-hun is. Meanwhile, Gi-hun finds a card on the recruiter's body, meant to lead him to the front man. Jun-ho arrives, arrests Gi-hun for suspected murder, but Woo-seok knocks Jun-ho out, revealing the recruiter had killed Mr. Kim. Gi-hun reads the card, an invitation to Club HDH on October 31st. Meanwhile, a young woman living in her car is confronted by security at a nearby amusement park. Gi-hun cuffs Jun-ho but agrees to free him after Jun-ho reveals he once infiltrated the games as a staff member and offers his help. Gi-hun shows Jun-ho and Woo-seok his stash of prize money, guns, and his plan to storm the island. He tells them to recruit allies and practice at his motel. Meanwhile, a woman working as a bunny mascot at an amusement park befriends a child with blood cancer, who later gifts her a drawing after sneaking into the staff room. Gi-hun ensures Cheol is safe with Sang-woo's mother, and arranges for Cheol's real mother's release through a broker. Meanwhile, No-eul, a former North Korean officer, searches for her missing child but is unsuccessful. Heartbroken, she later receives a mysterious game card. Jun-ho reflects on his missing brother's troubled past. After witnessing a sick child she befriended collapse, No-eul faces a tough decision about joining the games. Meanwhile, Gi-hun prepares for the upcoming mission by implanting a tracker in his tooth and recruiting military veterans to help storm the island, though he struggles with reaching out to his daughter. On Halloween night, Gi-hun and Woo-seok infiltrate Club HDH, but are quickly ambushed by masked pink soldiers. Gi-hun is taken away while Woo-seok is knocked out. Jun-ho and the mercenaries try to pursue them, but their cars are disabled by gunfire and a hidden bomb. Trapped, Gi-hun challenges the frontman to let him rejoin the games as a player, taunting him about his fear of losing. The frontman accepts, revealing himself inside Gi-hun's limo before knocking him out with gas. Meanwhile, No-eul also joins the games, disguising herself as one of the pink soldiers. As Gi-hun wakes up in the dorms among 455 other players, he learns that 6 deadly games will be played, but this time players can vote to quit and share the prize money if they survive. Several new players are introduced, including scam victims, gamblers, and a shaman. Gi-hun reunites with his old friend Jung-bae, warning him of the dangers. Meanwhile, Jun-ho, Woo-seok, and the mercenaries track Gi-hun's location, but realize too late that his tracker was removed and planted on an innocent fisherman, leaving Gi-hun trapped inside the games once again. Trapped inside the game, Gi-hun tries to warn the players that losing means death, but few believe him. As red light, green light begins, panic erupts when Mina is killed after moving, triggering a massacre among fleeing players. Gi-hun rallies the survivors, urging them to move carefully and use others as cover. Meanwhile, No-eul, now a guard, recognizes a familiar face among the players. Amidst chaos and fear, the survivors push forward toward the finish line while a haunting remix of Fly Me to the Moon plays. During red light, green light, player 444, Kim Nam-gyu is shot after moving, but survives long enough for Gi-hun and Hyun-ju to help him cross the finish line, only for No-eul to finish him off. With the first round over, the survivors return to the dorms, terrified. Gi-hun demands a vote to end the games. Staff reveal 91 players died, raising the prize pool to 9.1 billion won. A vote is held. Some want to quit, but many vote to stay, desperate for the money. When Gi-hun reveals he's a past winner, it only fuels suspicion and tension among players instead of convincing them to leave. The voting ends in a 182 to 182 tie, leaving the final decision to player 001. He votes O, allowing the games to continue. The O voters celebrate, while Gi-hun and the X voters are stunned. It's then revealed that player 001 is actually Hwang In-ho, the frontman, who has secretly joined the games as a player. As the day ends, the players eat dinner. Gi-hun, still upset about the vote, is approached by the O voters who ask him for tips. He shares that the second game is Dalgona and recommends picking the triangle. Gi-hun refuses to keep this info secret and says he'll help everyone. Meanwhile, relationships between players develop. Yong-sik's mother Geum-ja offers support to the pregnant Jun-hee, and Gi-hun debates In-ho about the morality of continuing the games. New friendships form between Jung-bae and a Marine Corps veteran, Dae-ho. A fight breaks out when Thanos and Nam-gyu bully Myung-gi, but In-ho steps in, easily subduing them and earning the players' respect. At night, In-ho and Gi-hun reconcile, with In-ho revealing he needs the prize money to save his sick, pregnant wife. Meanwhile, on the island, the organ theft operation struggles because No-eul has been killing players properly, preventing body harvesting. The masked officer, secretly involved in the scheme, warns No-eul to stop interfering, but she refuses. On the mainland, Jun-ho, now unemployed, teams up again with Woo-seok and others to find the island. As round 2 Dalgona begins, Gi-hun dreams that everyone picks the triangle shape, only to find it impossibly difficult. But it's just a nightmare. When he wakes up, Jun-hee confronts Myung-gi, revealing she's pregnant and furious that he abandoned her and stayed in the game. The players are brought to a colorful track for round 2, a 6-legged pentathlon where teams of 5 must complete 5 minigames while chained together and finish within 5 minutes. Gi-hun teams up with In-ho, Jung-bae, Dae-ho, and Jun-hee. Meanwhile, Hyun-ju struggles to find teammates, but eventually joins a team with Young-mi, Yong-sik, his mother Geum-ja, and Seon-nyeo. Thanos, Nam-gyu, and others form another team. The first 2 teams attempt the race but fail to finish in time and are executed, shocking the remaining players. No-eul insists on properly executing a still-living player, drawing the masked officer's attention. Hyun-ju, Young-mi, Yong-sik, Geum-ja, and Seon-nyeo began their round in the 6-legged pentathlon. Although they struggled at first, Hyun-ju's leadership and the encouragement from Yong-sik and Geum-ja helped them recover. Seon-nyeo almost panicked during the spinning top challenge, but Hyun-ju slapped her back to her senses, allowing the team to move forward. In the final Jegi challenge, Hyun-ju instructed her team not to watch her. After 5 successful kicks, they finished with just 1 second remaining, to the cheers of the other players. Jung-bae, Myung-gi, and Thanos also succeeded, while other teams failed and were executed, leaving the tracks bloodstained. Finally, it was Gi-hun's team's turn. They started off strong, but In-ho struggled during the spinning top challenge, causing delays. With Gi-hun's encouragement, In-ho managed to succeed. During the Jegi challenge, Gi-hun nearly failed, but In-ho saved the situation by swinging their bound legs to complete the final kick. They cleared the game just in time, but sadly the opposing team was executed for failing. After returning to their dorms, No-eul is attacked by fellow organ theft members, warning her to stop interfering. In the players' quarters, teams formed during the pentathlon bond and share their backgrounds. A masked manager announces that 255 players remain, and the prize pool has grown to 20.1 billion won. A second vote to quit or continue is held. Despite some players like Young-eul switching to quit, the majority choose to stay after debates and arguments, especially spurred on by Jung-bae and Yong-sam. Voting ends with 139 players voting to continue. Over dinner, tensions rise as players explain their reasons for their choices. Yong-sik confesses hidden debts. Hyun-ju reveals she needs the money for her transition. Thanos tries to beat up Myung-gi for switching votes, but is stopped by Young-il. Before sleeping, Gi-hun warns his team to build barricades, fearing nighttime attacks. At night, Jun-hee breaks down in the bathroom, worried for her unborn child, with Geum-ja and Hyun-ju comforting her. Meanwhile, Gi-hun and Jung-bae talk while guarding their team, reflecting on their past and reconciling. The next day, Woo-seok and Jun-ho intensify their search for the game's island. At the island, Hyun-ju apologizes to Young-mi. The third game, Mingle. The first round of the Mingle game starts, where players must form groups of 10 within 30 seconds. Gi-hun's team and Hyun-ju's team quickly band together, bringing Seon-nyeo along. They make it into a safe room just in time. Those who fail to group up are shot, while Seon-nyeo proudly claims credit for saving the others. In the second round, groups of 4, Thanos betrays Gyeong-seok by kicking him out of their group, leading to Gyeong-seok's death. Some teams fail to meet the required number and are eliminated. Survivors like Young-il, Seon-nyeo, and Myung-gi continue to the next round. During the third round, groups of 3, Min-soo abandons Sae-mi to join Thanos and Nam-gyu. Yong-sik gets separated from his mother but is later saved by Gi-hun and Young-il, leading to a heartfelt reunion. In the fourth round, groups of 6, Young-bae gets pushed away from Hyun-ju's group. Despite Hyun-ju trying to help, Myung-gi forces his way into the group at the last moment, leaving Young-bae behind to be executed. Hyun-ju blames Myung-gi, who argues that saving Young-mi would have doomed them all. The final round of the Mingle game begins, with players needing to pair up into groups of 2. Young-il partners with Jung-bae and brutally kills another player to secure a safe room. Meanwhile, Jun-ho's strike team finds a booby-trapped bunker, resulting in casualties. Myung-gi begs Jun-hee for forgiveness but is rejected. Jung-bae counts the votes and realizes the X team is close to winning if they get 7 swing votes. During the third vote, several players, including Hyun-ju and Yong-sik, switch to X, seemingly giving them victory, until player 006 switches back to O on Seon-nyeo's advice, resulting in a 50-50 tie. A re-vote is scheduled. During dinner, tensions escalate. Gi-hun finds a metal fork hidden in his meal, hinting at upcoming danger. Meanwhile, in the bathroom, Thanos and Nam-gyu confront Min-soo for switching sides. A massive fight erupts between O and X players. In the chaos, Myung-gi fatally stabs Thanos in the throat with a fork. Thanos dies after bleeding out from Myung-gi's attack, while Nam-gyu kills player 331 using the same fork. Back at the dorms, an announcement reveals that 5 players have died, increasing the prize pool. Tension rises between the O and X teams, each blaming the other for the deaths. A headcount shows 48 X voters and 47 O voters remain. Meanwhile, at sea, Jun-ho's drone operator discovers Captain Park tampering with the equipment. Park reveals himself as a traitor and kills the operator. Back at the dorms, a curfew is announced in preparation for a special game. Gi-hun warns his group that the O team plans to attack the X team during the night to boost the prize pool and influence the vote. Instead of fighting back, Gi-hun proposes a plan to steal the guards' weapons, storm the control room, and overthrow the game's organizers. His group must fake their deaths during the night riot to execute the ambush. As the countdown to lights out begins, Nam-gyu mourns Thanos while preparing for the coming chaos, and Jun-hee tells Myung-gi to stay hidden. Outside, the soldiers get ready for the special game. The lights go out and the night riot begins. Nam-gyu leads O-team players in a brutal attack, killing many. Min-soo tries to help Sae-mi but fails, and she is killed by Nam-gyu. After the riot, Gi-hun and his group ambush the soldiers, capturing a square-masked manager and rallying some players to rebel. They gather weapons and force the manager to guide them to the control room. However, during the escort, the manager realizes the frontman is among them, but is quickly killed by soldiers. A fierce shootout erupts. As Gi-hun and Jung-bae push towards the control room, Dae-ho freezes while trying to fetch more ammo, abandoning the team. Hyun-ju goes after him but finds him too terrified to help. Meanwhile, No-eul, pretending to help Gi-hun, betrays him by killing 2 players, revealing himself as the frontman. With ammo running out, the rebel players surrender and are quickly executed by the soldiers. Hyun-ju tries to fight back but is stopped by Geum-ja. At the control room entrance, Gi-hun and Jung-bae surrender. The frontman confronts them, taunts Gi-hun, and executes Jung-bae as punishment for the rebellion. Gi-hun is pinned down, left mourning the death of another close friend.